Hey, can you hear me okay? Ix, you there? Hey, okay. Couldn't figure out what was going on. So I thought about doing, so here's the thing, right? I could make a new game. I could totally do that. Nothing's stopping me. Or there is a level that deals with courtly intrigue, and the first time I played it I used a guide. So I never actually just explored. So I can do either. Based on your preference, I guess. Okay, I'll start a new game. I have to delete 7? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. It only lets you have 50 on console for some reason. But in, on PlayStation, lets you have way more. It's gonna make me do mandatory saves, I think. I don't feel like deleting saves, I lied. Go to the Winger Palace. I don't even know what OC I would make. Was I in combat? I hope I wasn't in combat. I was not in combat. Okay, where am I at in the game? I could. Hold on. Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts is... Let me see, was Veloda I have, like, at the start? Because I want you to get the cutscenes, so... Is this, like, at the start? No. Oh, no, I'm in the lower garden. Okay, so I really... Okay. Sorry. I'm a little mentally ill. Before we go to the Winter Palace, there is a quest I can do. And it is Iron Bull's romance quest, and it's really funny. It's like Sarah's favorite cutscene in the game, so I'm gonna show it to you. I just remembered this was a thing I could do. Also, I remember... Oh, never mind. It's pretty good, actually. Okay. So I have to make a necklace. And then I have to go back to Skyhold and... So, Bull's cutscene, or his romance, I should say, is very, explicit. Well, not explicit in the sense it shows it, but like explicit via conversations that, y'all are fucking, and it's very kinky. And at this point in the relationship, you're kind of casual about it. Hi, Krem. Love you, Krem. Hold on. First off, I have to show you.
What can I do for you? I'd like to talk about you and me.
Boss. What's up?
I want to show you what the kiss scene is like.
Are you done?
For you. Always.
It's really funny. It's like, I also want to do this to Cass. I think it's cute. Anyways, let me go show you the... me go show you the cutscene proper. That's just one I think is funny.
Hey. I have something for you.
Really? Well, I think I've got something for you too. Come on, I'll go first.
I'm gonna get a drink, so I am not just laughing into the microphone.
No Inquisition. No. Nothing outside this room. Just you and me. So, what'd you want to talk about?
Sorry to disturb your rest, Inquisitor, but our oh, sweet Baker.
Cullen, how's it going?
Is the Inquisitor awake? I thought perhaps we... Oh.
Sorry.
Can I help either of you with something?
I'm so sorry.
I cannot move my legs. Is something the matter? Ah!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Did you see this?
No.
So, I take it...
Actually, he's the one who's been taking it.
I apologize for interrupting what I assume was a momentary diversion.
Nothing wrong with having a bit of fun.
Who wouldn't be a little curious?
My favorite thing is Josephine maintains, the one in gold, maintains eye contact the entire time. Like, did not look away. Cass would be pissed off, firstly. His first reaction would be anger. His second reaction would be embarrassment. Anyways, I gotta go get a napkin. 1 second.
And Bull and I intend to continue. Is that a problem?
No.
Not at all. A surprise, I'll admit. But not a problem.
We'll leave you be.
Yes. Do enjoy yourselves.
You okay, boss?
Okay, sorry. I'm back. I didn't mean to leave. I just spilled, drink powder on the couch, so I had to go get something to clean it up. I feel like Cassian's level of embarrassment would range based on his position as well. And since he is, as Bull took it, taking it, he would be more embarrassed. I've also seen the storyboards for this cutscene. It was really funny because your character was naked as well.
I believe we may have blinded poor Cullen.
Anyways.
Since we have a moment. What's that? A dragon's tooth, split in two. So no matter how far apart life takes us, we're always together.
Not often people surprise me, Kadan.
Kadan?
Kadan. My heart.
Kadan.
He's cute. He was raised in a cult, basically. Like a really popular cult that does not understand love, basically. And they don't really consider it, like, in general, if that makes sense. Like, it's just not a thing people do in his culture. So for him to get into a relationship's a lot. And also, there's an axe here. I wish I would have cleaned the room up. There's a lot of little things where it's kind of wrecked, but anyways. Bull is a very fun character because yes, he's very crass and also very hypersexual, but also I would make the argument of he He's very intelligent, and he's also a sociopath, which are all traits in partners Cassian likes. You have anything to say about walking in on me, by the way? Never mind. I've been talking about with Sarah. Cass's type is he can't just fall in love with someone because he likes their personality, because one, there's very few people. Because one, the type of personality that Cass usually likes is always agrees and defers to him.
I agree. Are you well?
But he...
Nothing more.
Sorry, it's hard to talk when characters are talking. But what Cass really needs in a partner is someone to be like, no, that's stupid. We're not doing that. But Cassian doesn't like that. He's very, like, weird that way. Where it's like, it's not what he likes, but it's what he needs, you know?
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks.
That's what he needs, I think. He also needs,
the assassin must be
he likes
hiding
people
within
that
one of
can
these
match
factions.
him in some way. Like, Jiu obviously gives a challenge. Pree's another character that challenges him a lot. Sean does challenge Cass, but in a very different way. He challenges Cass, like, emotionally and socially. And Percy... Percy's kind of a most out there in that he challenges Cassian's, like, concept of self, if that makes sense. Anyways. Cassian, as much as he loves spoiling his partners very much, and as much as he makes sugar baby jokes, he does not like sugar babies. He's dated sugar babies before. And he needs someone more pushing against him, if that makes sense.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
Okay. Bull gets invited because I bring him everywhere. I took Cassandra last time, so let me take Dorian and Varric. There's only like a couple combat things, and with 2 mages, I should be able to tank it out enough. Yeah. I always imagined they pushed each other intellectually, and that they're both very smart people, and they're both constantly trying to outdo each other. And then when they get together, they focus that energy onto other people.
Hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
I wish I got to pick my outfit, 'cause it
Inquisitor
always
Trevelyan,
defaults to this red
It
one.
is an honor to meet you at last. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
Basically at this point in the game, Cassian, he went to the future through time magic, and basically he was like, yeah, so the Corypheus, this big demon mage guy, was like, he raised an army of demons, and he assassinated the Empress, and threw a civil war into chaos, and used his army of demons to take over the world, while his, Templars, like, did blah 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 blah. And so basically I've already stopped his army, but I have to stop him from assassinating the Empress at her own party. And that's what this mission is about.
I can see many benefits to such an alliance.
Keep the image firmly in mind. We may see it materialize by the end of the evening. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper. They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
Basically, what the guy's going on about is, there's a civil war right now between the Empress, Celine, and this guy, Duke Gaspard, who's like, Duke Gaspard and Celine both had a claim to the throne, but Celine's way better at politics and kind of schmoozed her way up to it, while Gaspard's really good at military stuff. So when the throne was taken from him, he's been launching coups and military assaults and stuff.
Can't imagine that crowd has seen anything better than us in their entire lives.
I knew we would get along famously, Inquisitor. As a friend, perhaps there is a matter you could undertake this evening. This elven woman, Briara, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
That sounds like something I should look into.
Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court...
No, your message got cut off. Yeah, messages could only be so big on this, unfortunately.
Is that the Inquisitor?
The mage? No, there must be some mistake.
From the Circle of Ostwick, so they say.
Yeah, Cassian's a mage, so most people don't like him even though he's nobility. In game canon, he's from House Trevelyan in Ostwick, which is just like a random noble house in Ostwick. But in my head, because I'm delusional, what I've done... If you want, by the way, for the GU partner thing, you can copy-paste it and send in my DMs. Or take a screenshot, whatever's easier for you. Is Cassian's mom is from Orlais, which is where we're at right now. Very high society, fancy party sort of place, but also they're really famous for this thing they do called the game, where it's like basically political assassinations and sabotage are all considered a game here. So his mom's very Orlesian core, and then his dad's from Tevinter, which is basically, imagine, it's very Roman Empire inspired. They speak Latin and stuff. And, so what I imagined is they did some political sabotage together, got married, and were like, it so they could take over a city-state together, because Cassian's in lore is from a place called the Free Marches, which isn't like a country, it's like a federation of different city-states that all live kind of close to each other.
Pardon me, my lord. You haven't seen a ring lying around, have you? was a gift from the Countess Montbéliard, enchanted by the Fomari.
Okay, you just sent it to me. One sec, I'm gonna give it a read. Yeah, Cassian loves to spoil his partners.
What's your game? Are you trying to convince the Comtesse that you treasure her gift? Or just gain importance by getting the Inquisitor to run a menial errand for
I assure you, the ring truly is lost, and I must find it or risk terrible repercussions. Should you happen upon it, I beg you, let me know. Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure. I cannot believe you found it. You have saved me a lifetime.
I mentioned it before, but it's personally so important to me that Cassian's like considered that Cassian's considered good at the game. Just because I think he would be in character, so I'm like, I have to be as good as this video game as possible. Oh, plaque.
I can hardly believe Gaspard and Céline were innocent.
Grand Duchess Florian must have worked a miracle to get them here.
Yeah. So I already know who the killer is.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
I've never actually unlocked that room because I followed a guide. And the guide was like, it's gonna trick you into unlocking this room, but...
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Oh, I forgot to check if the characters I brought even have equipment. What happened? Changing equipment is disabled at this time. Okay, cool. I love that. I love that that's a feature in this video game. What do you mean I can't change clothes right now? In front of this whole party. Oh, that's what was pinging. I was going crazy trying to figure out what I was missing.
This is a private conversation. Please leave.
But yeah, they teach you an eavesdropping mechanic, which they only use for this level and nowhere else, which sucks. There's one moon. I don't know where the other moons are.
Interesting.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
Yeah, there's a few things like that. There's like a coin in here or something? No, that was the storage key. I misremembered. But yeah, I wish I could change his outfit. I would love to put Cassian in purple, but there's only one outfit. That's like a really common gripe with the game, though. Oh, yes. Those coins. I forgot. Basically, there's these coins, and they're like a symbol of status or whatever. And so the more you have, the more fancy you look to other people, I think. I'm not gonna play through the whole mission, so... Oh, you can have a female character, and there's 4 different races. There's humans, elves, Kunari, and dwarves. Kunari are, like, much taller than your average human, and have gray skin and horns. And they also frequently have, like, they have these temporary tattoos called, like, Vitar, if I remember. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. But, basically they're magical tattoos that turn their skin into, like, iron, but, like, keep the flexibility. Yeah, but only Kunari can use them. It's like a magic specific to their physiology or something like that. Yeah, you can have a male character. There's all sorts of mods if you play on console, but I'm playing, and depending on what race you play, your background changes. It used to be more specific in other games, like in the first game, Origins, because there's different factions within the races, so you could, like, you could be an elf, but you could decide, are you a city elf or are you a nomadic elf? And so you could be a human, and it's like, are you a human of a noble human, or are you a mage human who are discriminated against and held in prisons, basically? That sort of stuff. In this game, all of the backgrounds are tied to the race, so every time, so I picked human, so Cassian's a human noble. I can't not be a human noble. He's a mage, so that just means he's a human noble mage, which just means he's treated slightly nicer than other mages. But yeah, and I think if you're an elf, you're automatically from the nomadic faction, and if you are a Kunari, you're automatically Talvishoth, which basically means that that's the Kunari faction where they're not a part of the cult I was talking about. Basically they reject the religious dogma sort of thing. It's a whole thing.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Do you see why I said this is like Cassian's mom coded? You see what I mean?
I'm not intimidated by stuffy Orlesian nobles.
These people burn cities as a diversionary tactic and assassinate one another as a feint. The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Firdiaman.
It might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. The bull, in particular.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, I do imagine
Andraste watch over us all.
You could. There is a assassin specialization in the game. Because there's 3 classes. I think I mentioned this before. There's 3 classes, and then there's different skill trees, and then the skill trees have you can specialize your main character, basically. The only issue is there's no long hair in the game. All of the hair is really short. It's made in 2014. I imagine it's a technical limitation. But what was I gonna say? There's mods for it if you end up playing on PlayStation, or not anywhere but PlayStation is what I meant to say. What is this room? I guess I'll never know. But yeah. Oh, people modded in. Sarah modded it in. Maybe we're doing a pre-playthrough.
A martyr? The Maker has an odd sense of
Hey, Barak, what's up?
Did you get a look at the steps? I think they're gilded.
Oh.
What is Gaspar
up? Okay. Hold on. I want to get through the, cutscene thing where you meet the Empress, at least. There's a really cool dance scene where you're, like, intimidated. You're being threatened by someone and you're threatening them back. It's very fun. And, I won't be able to get to it in 10 minutes, though. This quest is supposed to be a couple hours long.
Boring.
Come on. It's okay. I'm not mad or anything. Just
gossip.
Okay.
Can Gaspar take the throne without the backing of the Council of Heralds?
Hi, Gaspard. Let's go. Eh? And my Cassie's appearance at court. I wish she was in a spiffier outfit, but we'll make do.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan of the Ostwick Circle of Magi.
So yeah.
Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the Mage Underground.
This guy writes better fiction than I do.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, renowned author Varric Dethras.
That's all he gets?
Head
Oh
of
my
Noble
gosh.
House Dethras, Desher of Kirkwall to the Dwarven Merchants Guild.
Hold on, I just...
Lord Dorian Pavus, member of the Circle of Arantium, son of Lord Magister Hallwood Pavus of Azariel. The Iron Bull, leader of the famed mercenary company Bull's Chargers, as the name might imply. Sir Callan Stanton Rutherford of Honley, commander of the forces of the...
Sorry, I cut him off.
My dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
Let's hope the breeze does not herald an oncoming storm.
Even the wisest mistake fair winds for foul. We are at the mercy of the skies, Inquisitor. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I have never seen anything to equal the Winter Palace.
We hope you will find time to take
It's so funny to me playing as Cassian in this game because you're undeniably a good person in this game. Like, you could be an asshole, but your choices, the things you do, are good, right?
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
But my favorite thing is I just have Cass say shit, and then I'm like mentally like, he does not mean that. Like, he is lying through his teeth right now to make people like him. Okay, I want to see the companions. I know there should be a couple in here, or at least one.
What were they doing in the western approach?
I heard Celine was having the entire wing.
He's very disingenuous as a person, and it's very fun to roleplay, even if it doesn't translate well into game.
Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
Is Dorian not here? Just Colin? It's so sad. Okay, there's Bull. Dorian's all the way over there. Oh my gosh, where's Varric? I guess I just don't get to know where Varric is. I know, it's so fun. I think it would be really fun if she bugged him somehow. If that makes sense.
I had hoped you told the world.
Hmm. One day we'll attempt to roleplay their meeting again, I think.
What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
An apostate, by the way, is basically a mage who is not in a circle, and circles are basically... They're touted as colleges for mages, but they're basically prisons. You are taken, as soon as you show magical promise as a child, you are taken to a circle and you live out the rest of your life there, and you are not allowed to leave. You can only leave if you get permission from the Templars, which are your jailers. And even then, I think they accompany you. So, and you have very little freedoms. Because mages, along with being like really powerful, are also extremely prone to demonic possession. So, because of that, they can wreak a lot of havoc if completely left unchecked. So there's a whole prison system for mages in this country. In the country I have made Cassian's father from, to Venter, it's actually ruled by mages, so they have different rules in regards. Well, this one is ruled by non-mages.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Oh, it's okay. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Okay, basically, it wasn't too much. It was basically, I think Gio should, along with researching Cash, should hack his personal things like, I don't know, maybe track him or listen in on his conversations. Or even spy camera on him. I think she should do that. And then my other comment was, one day we'll get enough brain worms to attempt to roleplay them meeting again. And then we can pretend to make a canon from that. Hold on.
More servers in the ballroom. Is everybody?
There's full. Oh, I forgot about this cutscene. I just wanted to go talk to Dorian.
May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We three wear the masks of House Valmont.
They signify that we are public faces of the Empress.
They are also extremely fashionable.
I am always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition
I
as soon as the usurper Gaspar is defeated.
Depending on the AU, Cass would probably be surprised that Aerith is a woman. And then I think it's funny if in the main AU, Cass thinks Aerith is a woman just because of the hair.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, this is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor.
The support of the Empress is not conditional. It will be yours once the negotiations are concluded.
The Empress is the most skilled diplomat in Thedas. Gaspar is hopelessly out of his depth.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
I just realized, because I always play with masks off. Hold on. I guess I'll never know what the face masks look like. Where's Dorian? I want to go look at him. Hi, Dorian! I think Dorian is very funny. He's from Tevinter. Which is like kind of historically evil, but he's a genuinely good person who wants to do good, but he's so fucking sassy, it's hilarious.
This is all so familiar. I half expect my mother to materialize from the crowd and criticize my manners.
Is this how the elite of Tevinter carry on?
You could almost mistake this for a soiree in the Imperium. The same double-dealing, elegant poison canapes. It's lacking only a few sacrificial slaves and some blood magic. But the night is still young.
What if your mother were actually here? Where would we be then?
Short one mage after he's dragged out by his earlobe.
I'm having difficulty picturing that.
Picture me a young boy of 5 years then. She certainly always has.
Have you seen anything I should know about?
I'm trying to keep watch for magic, you know, Tevinters. We can't cross a room without casting a spell. If there are Tevinter agents here, we'll find them.
I appreciate that you are willing to come here.
And expose myself to all this exquisite finery and exotic wines? Such a hardship.
Not everyone's likely to be friendly. That's all I meant.
It's true. You'd think I smelled of cabbages the way they wrinkle their noses. It's of no concern, but thank you.
Yeah, she's warmer. She's tiny. She's tiny little baby thing. She's not a baby. Well, I think she baby. You know what I mean. Oh, that's what that was.
Well, that's useful.
Yeah, basically. Okay, hold on. I can toss coins into here? I didn't even realize this. I didn't do this. Oh, that raises my court approval. Well, that's neat. I didn't know that. Bible, I really like him in a shirt. His waist is snatched. It's very clear to me that they didn't want to put a shirt on his model, so I think they just took a, like, the human model and upscaled it, but it makes his waist look snatched, and it's really funny to me.
You don't want to be here, stranger.
Inquisitor, are you enjoying the ball? This is your first presentation at court, is it not? I am Lady Marcelet, court historian to Her Imperial Majesty.
Are you here to chronicle the events of the evening for posterity?
Oh yes, this is a momentous occasion.
I've been really mentally stuck on Dragon Age cast for the past couple of weeks, and part of the reason I've been so quiet, along with just not feeling well and playing the game, is I have been thinking really hard about the AU, and the only person who's invested enough in Cass and knows enough Dragon Age lore, like in the Venn diagram, is Sarah. So I've been...
What exactly does a court historian do?
So I've just been bothering Sarah about it all day. I made a really bad joke of like, I get sick of playing the same characters over and over again, unless it's Cassie, and then I just want to play him slightly to the left.
Nobody's come out of there all night. I'll tell Brianna we have a situation.
I hate that I can't just see the blood. Oh, what?
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché walking about?
Well, well. What's this?
I just putting my hand on everything. Hi.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
There's Bull.
I heard the Inquisition was here.
Hey dude.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. The night of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspard's death threats to the Council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me, right? You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Interesting.
Sorry.
Oh, that's useful.
There's a mechanic where you can eavesdrop on people and like steal their secrets basically, and then you can turn it into your spy master.
Well, well.
Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspar. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
Another time.
This court shit easy. I'm so good at this. I already got 60. Hmm? Why am I going,
Be careful with that tree.
Waste of time.
I love when Cass mumbles to himself. I do imagine he would have a deeper voice like this. I think this is one of the deepest voice I could go. It's not exactly what I kind of picture for him, but it's closer, if that makes sense.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
Weird how there's a blood trail, but okay.
Did you hear what Gaspar said to Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked leadership roaming about?
Shame I can't hop over that way. Yeah. How's your dragon book been going? I know you read up to it now. Okay. Thank you for hanging out with me. I needed a distraction. I may DM you if that's okay. You're a very good friend, Ix. Yeah, I love you. Good night.